Welcome back. Chapter 22.
The country of the Quadlings.
Last chapter, the lion defeated the giant spider and was crowned king of beasts.
Now they leave the forest behind and enter a brand new land.
The Quadling country, the south, everything red.
And this is where Glinda lives, the good witch of the south.
The one person who might actually be able to send Dorothy home.
Let's listen.
The four travellers passed through the rest of the forest in safety, and when they came out from its gloom, saw before them a steep hill, covered from top to bottom with great pieces of rock. "That will be a hard climb," said the Scarecrow, "but we must get over the hill nevertheless." So he led the way, and the others followed. They had nearly reached the first rock when they heard a rough voice cry out, "Keep back!" "Who are you?" asked the Scarecrow. Then a head showed itself over the rock, and the same voice said, "This hill belongs to us, and we don't allow anyone to cross it." "But we must cross it," said the Scarecrow. "We're going to the country of the Quadlings." "But you shall not," replied the voice, and there stepped from behind the rock the strangest man the travellers had ever seen. He was quite short and stout, and had a big head which was flat at the top and supported by a thick neck full of wrinkles. But he had no arms at all, and, seeing this, the Scarecrow did not fear that so helpless a creature could prevent them from climbing the hill. So he said, "I'm sorry not to do as you wish, but we must pass over your hill whether you like it or not." And he walked boldly forward. As quick as lightning, the man's head shot forward, and his neck stretched out until the top of the head, where it was flat, struck the Scarecrow in the middle and sent him tumbling over and over down the hill. Almost as quickly as it came, the head went back to the body, and the man laughed harshly as he said, "It isn't as easy as you think." A chorus of boisterous laughter came from the other rocks, and Dorothy saw hundreds of the armless hammerheads upon the hillside, one behind every rock. The lion became quite angry at the laughter caused by the Scarecrow's mishap, and giving a loud roar that echoed like thunder, he dashed up the hill. Again, a head shot swiftly out, and the great lion went rolling down the hill as if he had been struck by a cannonball. Dorothy ran down and helped the Scarecrow to his feet, and the lion came up to her, feeling rather bruised and sore, and said, "It is useless to fight people with shooting heads. No one can withstand them." "What can we do then?" she asked. "Call the winged monkeys," suggested the Tin Woodman. "You have still the right to command them once more." "Very well," she answered, and putting on the golden cap, she uttered the magic words. The monkeys were as prompt as ever, and in a few moments the entire band stood before her. "What are your commands?" inquired the king of the monkeys, bowing low. "Carry us over the hill to the country of the Quadlings," answered the girl. "It shall be done," said the king, and at once the winged monkeys caught the four travellers and Toto up in their arms and flew away with them. As they passed over the hill, the hammerheads yelled with vexation and shot their heads high in the air, but they could not reach the winged monkeys, which carried Dorothy and her comrades safely over the hill and set them down in the beautiful country of the Quadlings. "This is the last time you can summon us," said the leader to Dorothy. "So goodbye, and good luck to you." "Goodbye, and thank you very much," returned the girl, and the monkeys rose into the air and were out of sight in a twinkling. The country of the Quadlings seemed rich and happy. There was field upon field of ripening grain, with well-paved roads running between, and pretty rippling brooks with strong bridges across them. The fences and houses and bridges were all painted bright red, just as they had been painted yellow in the country of the Winkies and blue in the country of the Munchkins. The Quadlings themselves, who were short and fat and looked chubby and good-natured, were dressed all in red, which showed bright against the green grass and the yellowing grain. The monkeys had set them down near a farmhouse, and the 4 travellers walked up to it and knocked at the door. It was opened by the farmer's wife, and when Dorothy asked for something to eat, the woman gave them all a good dinner, with 3 kinds of cake and 4 kinds of cookies, and a bowl of milk for Toto. "How far is it to the castle of Glinda?" asked the child. "It is not a great way," answered the farmer's wife. "Take the road to the south, and you will soon reach it." Thanking the good woman, they started afresh, and walked by the fields and across the pretty bridges until they saw before them a very beautiful castle. Before the gates were 3 young girls, dressed in handsome red uniforms trimmed with gold braid, and as Dorothy approached, one of them said to her, "Why have you come to the South Country?" "To see the good witch who rules here," she answered. "Will you take me to her?" "Let me have your name, and I will ask Glinda if she will receive you." They told who they were, and the girl soldier went into the castle. After a few moments she came back to say that Dorothy and the others were to be admitted at once.
They've finally reached Glinda.
The Quadling country is gorgeous. Red everywhere. Red houses, red roads, red clothes.
And Dorothy's final use of the golden cap, the third and last summons of the winged monkeys.
Glinda herself is striking. Young, beautiful, red hair, blue eyes, a white gown with rubies.
After all the false wizardry of Oz, meeting a genuinely powerful and kind witch must feel like such a relief.
She asked Dorothy directly, "Tell me what you need. No tricks, no tests."
Okay, let's do some questions.
First question. What is distinctive about the country of the Quadlings?
Number 1. Everything is green, mirroring the Emerald City. Number 2. Everything is red, the houses, the roads, and even the people's clothing. Number 3. Everything is blue, matching the Munchkin country.
Think about it. Which one?
The answer is number 2. Everything is red, the houses, the roads, and even the people's clothing.
The Quadling country is defined by the color red. Red houses, red roads, and the Quadlings themselves dress entirely in red. Each region of Oz has its own color identity. Blue for the Munchkins, yellow for the Winkies, green for the Emerald City, and red for the Quadlings.
Second question.
How does Dorothy reach Glinda's castle?
Number 1. She walks the entire red road on foot, arriving after several days. Number 2. She uses the golden cap for the third and final time, summoning the winged monkeys to carry them. Number 3. Glinda sends an enchanted carriage drawn by white horses to connect them.
Think about it. Which one?
The answer is number 2. She uses the golden cap for the third and final time.
When Dorothy realizes the castle is too far on foot, she remembers the golden cap. This is her third and last use. She recites the spell, the monkeys arrive, and they carry everyone over the fields and forests directly to Glinda's castle.
Third question. How is Glinda described when Dorothy first meets her?
Number 1. As a wise, elderly woman in dark robes with a knowing look in her eyes. Number 2. As a young, beautiful woman with red hair and blue eyes, dressed in white with rubies. Number 3. As a tall woman in green robes who resembles the Wizard of Oz.
Think about it. Which one?
The answer is number 2. A young, beautiful woman with red hair and blue eyes, dressed in white with rubies.
Glinda is young and beautiful, with red hair and blue eyes. She wears a white gown adorned with rubies and sits on a red throne. She greets Dorothy with a warm smile and asks how she can help. Straightforward, kind, and genuinely powerful.
Dorothy has finally reached someone with real power and real kindness. The question now is, can Glinda actually send her home? We'll find out next chapter.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button and consider leaving a comment. It really helps us grow our channel. See you next time.